Tom Ellis is an actor, more known for his role in Lucifer as the devil, with very interesting skills and an interesting life. He is a proud dad of 3 daughters and a son of a pastor. He has a broad spectrum of abilities when it comes to anything creative. Not only can he act, but sing and play instruments as well. Tom's an amazing actor and incredibly loved by his daughters. In a 2016 interview with People, he talked about how his kids are not fazed that their dad is an actor, which he finds funny. Time and time again, if I'm on the telly, I'll go, "Look, it's dad on the telly," and they'll sort of look up, give it a cursory glance, and then carry on with what they're doing because it really doesn't faze them at all. In an interview with Lip Roll, Tom talked about how he started his acting path. He started pursuing acting when he was 17 after his old English teacher asked him to join one of the classes that she was running. She came to him saying that he would like theater studies class. "I think you'd really enjoy theater studies. I've got 12 girls and 1 boy. I really need boys." His reasoning for joining was the girls, and he laughed with the host at how it's not the best decision to join a class. By the end of the class, he felt like it was for him, and he was cast in the school play that year. His friend's mom, who used to be an actress, saw his performance and complimented him the next day, saying he should think about pursuing acting. She and the drama teacher then had a talk with his parents about him trying out drama school. Alongside being a magnificent actor, he's very versatile in his artistic capabilities and has a musical background. His mother was a music teacher, and he and his sisters were playing instruments from an early age. At the age of 5, he was playing trumpet, followed by French horn 5 years later. He played in the orchestras and sang in choir in church. He mentioned that it was something he did because of parents instead of actually being interested in it. However, it all went on pause when he went to drama school because he needed to choose one path out of the two, either musical theater or a dramatic actor. He went with the latter and only had 1 basic singing lesson a week compared to the musical theater students. Tom's approach to getting to know his character is quite unique. He does so through creating playlists and selecting songs that either reflect the character's personality or songs that they would listen to. This helps him to get in the mood for his roles and listens to them every time as he goes to work. This way, he involves himself in the emotions of his characters. It could be said that he's stepping into their shoes before he goes on screen. Tom is able to capture the nature of each character more effectively. That has certainly worked, as Lucifer ended up being a successful show, and Lucifer continues to be the most favorite character among his fans. Valerie Morehouse, who also joined Tom on Lip Roll, asked how singing wasn't part of the show in the beginning and how it became a part of it. Tom said during the shooting of season 1, the cast and the producers went out to a karaoke bar. The producers noticed his talent in singing and wrote a scene where Tom would be singing Nina Simone's Cinnamon. He described it as a happy accident because that led to his introduction to Valerie, a vocal coach. It went so well, he got to sing a couple more songs for the show. Imposter syndrome is something a lot of people encounter, and Tom wasn't an exception. On the Inside of You podcast, Tom talked about his time on set filming Lucifer and having to encounter the syndrome because of acting. He said going from job to job puts him in different comfort zones, and with every new job, his biggest pressure would be, "I just want the other actors in this to think I'm a good actor." After filming Lucifer for 6 years and going back on the set, that pressure disappears and it becomes a comfort zone of sort because he knows a character well enough to not guess any choices, and which he describes to be a perfect state for acting. Talking with Backstage, Tom revealed that after playing his character for so long, it was easy for Tom to step in and out of Lucifer's skin, but that didn't prevent him from facing some difficulties while playing a new character in the same show. He said during shooting, everyone's set up against time, so he couldn't be picky with how he wanted to portray Michael, the twin brother. Tom said he had to go old school and figure out voice, the accent, physicality, and even how that character walks instead of transformative prosthetics. He also reveals in the interview that he's from a religious family, as his father, sister, and uncle were all pastors. They're all retired pastors, but his sister continues to attend the church where she used to be a pastor. His parents were less strict than you would expect. He said he was never grounded and he was out drinking at the age of 15, but he explained that his parents weren't condoning it, however. They didn't stop him. Tom explained it by saying that his parents believed that he and his siblings would do the right thing. Michael Rosenbaum, the host of the podcast, asked Tom about the initial cancellation of the show Netflix taking over. Tom explained that he received the news when he was at a fan convention in Rome via call from the showrunner. He said that he wasn't expecting that to happen and was absolutely gutted by this news. A couple of days later, someone tipped him off, as Tom phrased, that Fox Network was trying to bury the news by announcing something else that week instead. With emotions high in the air, Tom tweeted about how he was devastated about the news he found out and that he's sorry to the people looking forward to the next season before Fox could announce announce anything else. Half an hour later, after sending the tweet and his panic attack, he picked up his phone again and was met with overwhelming support. It didn't stop there, as Tom received a phone call from Peter Roth, head of Warner Bros. TV, saying that they saw what was going on online and they would try to do something. After a couple of weeks, they got the Netflix announcement and the show continued to air for 3 more seasons. It could be said that Tom saved the show by sending one tweet instead of it being buried by Fox. Tom loves cars as much as he loves his Lucifer character. He wanted to keep the car that his character was driving in the show, but unfortunately for him, he couldn't. He added that it might go to the Motor Museum of the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, where other cars like the Batmobile are kept, but he will keep an eye out if it's going to be auctioned off because he'd love to own the Devil car. Talking about his love for cars in an interview with Collider, Tom said he would try to convince the producers on set to let him drive the Corvette. He was a big fan of driving his character's car, even when he was told by the producers that they had stunt drivers. While he wanted to drive the car himself and mentioned that he would have to put up a bit of a fight to be behind the wheel, Tom admitted that operating the Corvette was challenging. One thing I will say about it is that it looks amazing, but it's an absolute beast to drive. It's like doing a workout. It's safe to say that Tom Ellis is a charming actor and gives his all when he's getting a new role without being afraid to push his limits, as his characters come out wonderfully. Thank you for watching.